Hello, my dear subscribers, my Geminis. This is the last video that I'm doing for December 2017 for my English speakers. I'm Maria the Clairvoyant, and I'm gonna do a general reading for the month of December. Then I'm gonna do separate the love part of it because the videos are taking too long, and I don't want that. So thank you. I want to thank everyone that subscribed to my channel for 2017 for my English speakers. I am going to be separating the channel, the Spanish and the English one, so you guys could have your own time when I decide to do the live section. Some of you, if you want to transfer, it will be happening in January. I'm thinking about doing it for December, so I start new next month. But I already started with the videos in December in this channel, so I hope the channel, my English speakers do go follow me, and those that don't follow me, that's okay too. I don't have to be liked by everyone, and you might have your readers that you like the most. I'm still gonna be doing the same thing. I'm probably gonna separate the love and the romance. We'll see what I do next year, but I am planning to do the readings for next year soon. Okay, so Gemini, the overall energy that you have is the Two of Wands. That's the bottom of the cards when I flip it. So this to me is an idea. And then you have the Two of Coins right behind it. So maybe you have an idea about a job situation that you do have, because the Two of Wands, the Two of Pentacles is just, maybe you're working too hard, maybe you're doing a lot of work, maybe you're juggling two jobs, and maybe something came up to your mind and said, oh my God, I gotta do this. So, and that's the reason why you decided to do something that has to do with your job, because you're like probably tired of doing whatever you're doing. You know, with the Tools of Pentacles in the back, it might be just overwhelmed, or maybe arguments going on at work or whatever. But I feel that that has something to do that you like to do, and or you love to do, and now you came out with some kind of idea. See, you are surrounded by a lot of coins, Pentacles and Wands. So to me, this reading is based on work, a job, a new adventure, opening your own business. Here you have the Queen of Coins. If you're a woman, you're really heavily thinking on finances, or a man too, it doesn't matter, man or woman, they think about it. But there's gonna be a woman that probably you are focusing on, that's gonna help you, Geminis, to develop this job that you want to do, or this opportunity. And see, and with the Page of Wands, if this person is like the idea that's coming that you are focused on, and in your foundation you have the Eight of Wands, so you're already working on it, because in the crown you have a Four of Coins. The Four of Coins is like, you don't want to lose your money that you have already saved. You want to invest it wisely. You want to do the right things for this job. You don't want, no one wants to lose the little bit of what they have. With the Four of Coins, it's like is wealthy. Wherever you are, you're wealthy. You have physical abundance. So, and in the back of you, so see, all this line here is telling you, maybe you are concentrating on male or female that's going to help you to do this job. If you're a mature person, you're counting on the Page of Wands. I'm more younger energy. So if you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. But you are concentrating of a younger person that's going to help you develop this plan of work relationship. Maybe if you're a boss, you're going to hire a younger person to do this job. that has different ideas, because you see here, and your foundation is the Eight of Wands. It's like the Eight of Wands to me is like something is coming to your path, but at the same time, even if let's say it's not an idea, it's just the way this other person thinks and do things. So with the 8, this is coming now. The things are there, and ones are also about career. So this is going to be a change. See, and here you have the world in reverse in the back. So maybe things were constant, it's not moving, and then all of a sudden something hit to you. Let's say you were in a company, and everybody does the same thing the same way over and over and over again. So now you decide to hire a new another person that thinks very different, and this person comes with their own ideas, and that's why you're coming up. And you see, the reason why I say that, because is you have the Empress in the front, and the Empress in the front is you're giving birth to something, you're giving birth to someone. So you might be giving birth to a job, maybe you start a new job. If you're the boss, you maybe hire someone younger. If you might create in your own business, maybe you decided all of a sudden, you know, I gotta do this, because maybe you wanted to do this in the past, but you had setbacks, like you couldn't do it. If it was this way, you're focused and you did it, but no, it's in reverse. So there maybe something happened that you couldn't pursue it, and now you are going to give birth to the idea. So that's for some of you Geminis, because this is Geminis, and I don't see that many swords going on. So it's all into the financial matters. Some Geminis here in the fifth position feels like in the Five of Coins is like, if you do this, some of you feel like you're gonna free yourself to something or someone. Like maybe you have, if you're in a marriage situation, let's per se, you have to beg your husband to give you money. If you in a work situation, maybe you're not making enough money, and you feel like you don't have enough money to provide for your family, or you know, you're not receiving what you could get, or your budgeting is not enough to provide for your family. Here you have the Three of Cups in reverse. So some of you are gonna be celebrating if they do this, because this is well, actually this is celebration, but it's in reverse. So you're actually not able to celebrate, because you know, you are not receiving what you deserve to receive, and you're upset about this whole situation. You feel like you're tied up, and or maybe if some of you don't have the money to party and want to party, or you are partying too much, and that's the reason why you don't have the money. You guys get what I mean? Or and you're gonna focus on the Seven of Cups, like you're gonna fulfill your illusions, and you're not gonna feel like, oh my God, am I spending too much money? If that has to do with money, doesn't necessarily have to be with money. It could be with feelings. If in case you guys are it's just so confusing. I'm sorry. Some signs are like so confusing sometimes. So, and maybe you were disappointed of the way you were dealing with your own finances, because see, you had the Five of Cups in reverse. It was like before you were like begging for some money to come, and then over here you have the 5, you have the 5, you have the 4, and it's like you're begging someone to give you your own money or whatever. And then let's say if you work and you're, like I said, in couples relationships, I always see it like the man tells the women when to get or when not to get, and it shouldn't be like that. If you want to go ahead and do a pedicure for the females, go ahead and do it and use it. If you work or whatever, you should be able to do it. So some of you have this energy, and see the swords. See, and so in the next cards that you have after this in the foundation, you have the two. The two is two ideas, a contract that you're gonna do, the contemplating on something. Here in reverse is like the back of it is the two of coins in reverse. So here is like you were dealing with two jobs, but now you're probably going to concentrate on one, and you're not going to be dealing with that no more because you're freaking tired. You're tired of doing whatever the heck you were doing if it has to do with work. And now you are dealing with this person with the Queen of Coins, and then you're going to start with this idea that you guys have. The other way that I could read this reading too is like if you're a Gemini, you're dealing with a person that is either an earth sign, and it's probably a Virgo or Taurus, or what's the other sign for the earth signs? I'm sorry guys. And you're dealing with this woman and this child. This, either you or this person is holding on to their emotions or their feelings, because this could also represent emotions, even though this is not a love reading. But this person is holding back, okay? But there is going to change that pretty soon, because you're turning your head to what you really want. Be careful to those that don't want to have children at this point, because you're getting in the future the Empress, which is if you're not building a new job, if you're not building a new career, if you're not making a new business for yourself, you probably getting someone pregnant. So be careful with that. This could also say start loving yourself, dear Gemini. Whatever it is, if you don't have nobody to love, start loving yourself. Stop being the Five of Cups begging for some money, because this is the beggar's money. Maybe at this time you are waiting to receive something, and in reverse you already have it. You don't have to beg no more. Okay, here is in the Three of Cups is celebration. It feels like you cannot celebrate because you don't have enough to give to yourself, like in the past that you were able to give yourself whatever you wanted. This is the illusions card, but it also fulfillment. So maybe in the past you were able to fulfill your things, the financial matters, and now you're like, if I do this, this is gonna happen. You get the Five of Cups at the end. Let's see what other cards come up for you. And seeing here you have the World in reverse, because you cannot afford anything that you wanted now, and probably in the past you did. So let's clarify the Four of Cups. What's gonna happen with Gemini if with the Five of Cups? Temperance. See, the Temperance is a balanced energies. You're gonna be in a situation that before you had to ask. See the two fives. And this is emotions. Maybe you feel upset about this whole thing. Maybe you're angry. Maybe whatever it is that you're feeling, Geminis, you have the right to feel the same that way, or whatever. Like I said, the Five of Cups is disappointments, obsession, remorse, emotional regrets. So you were upset in the past for whatever reason, but now you're going to put your foot down and you're going to balance the situation. So if, let's say, whatever was making you upset, the fact that you cannot do a party because you cannot afford it, or you cannot go to a party, you cannot you don't have enough money to go and do something, now you are, because you're going to put your foot down and you're going to balance your energies to whoever you need to talk to. If it's your boss and you're telling them you're not paying me enough, if it's your let's say your husband is not giving you enough, whatever it is, you're going to put your foot down, Gemini, and say enough is enough. Okay, so with the Temperance, that's what's happening. Let's see what's another card that comes out for you. The World in reverse. Again, You see how you have the world and the wheel in reverse? There is going to be delays about this happening, but it's going to happen. So if you are either looking for a new job, it's going to be a little bit slow. But you know what? That happens all the time in December. Usually the best time, most bosses or most companies around January start doing the movements with the employees. So that's what's happening. So it's just gonna take a little longer. Let me see one more card for Geminis to complete this reading for December 2017 in financial matters, job, or in financial situations. I think this is all finances. You get the moon. So you are going to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Also, the moon could represent the sign of Cancer or the sign of Pisces. So you might be dealing with the Pisces person, and this person is going to help you. If it's not that, all the moon bring up all the lies and deceptions. So maybe a lot of your enemies or whatever lies was said to you are going to come to the water, to the surface. So if it's something to do with a job, that somebody was betraying you at work, if somebody's withholding information, if somebody if you're making your own business and your partner is not telling the truth, the complete truth, or everything is gonna come to surface. That's what the moon means. It's like you see the light at the end of the tunnel, kind of like the hermit type of energy. So the only thing I see the moon more like there is more enemies around one person, like men or women or whatever. They there's more people against you, or there. I feel like the moon is like that enemy's card. That's me personally. So that's how I see that card in my own expectation. Is like the fears that you have, and then and also means like there's creativity there too. So I hope you guys understood my reading. Your base foundation was the Two of Wands, which energy is telling you like to be creative to something that you guys are going to do. You probably, if you are Geminis, you might be going to deal with a air sign, either male or female, and then there's going to be a younger energy. You may be counting on a woman and a child or a younger person, and you're working towards some kind of business. If you are not ready for a pregnancy, and this has to do with you getting somebody pregnant, physically pregnant, if you're a man or a woman, getting pregnant too, Gemini, is that's what you're looking for, you will be getting pregnant in the next year. This could be an egg pregnancy of an idea. You probably want to have your own business because you're tired of begging to buy this, to that, to go out. Maybe you can't go out and you're like suppressing yourself. But things are going to change because here they're in, you feel a little greed, a little in pain, a little depressed. But the wheel in reverse is telling me that things are going to delay, but the Empress is going to balance all these things out, and then you have the moon. So you have 1, 2, 3 major arcanas, and you're going to start seeing things. 1, 2, 3, 4, major arcanas, and you're going to start seeing, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to change the ways you're doing things. You're going to change your ways, Geminis. You're not going to be taking crap from anybody. If it's the job, you're going to try to get another position. If it's your wife, you're going to tell her, no, I want this, and I'm going to go ahead and do it. Or if it's your husband, whatever it is, because this is a general reading, whatever it is that is getting you like that has to do with finances. Maybe they don't let you use the money that you had to use. Maybe you're limited to something. Maybe your husband works and you're the one staying home and you can only do so much for your child because he's holding all the money. And that maybe you want to go somewhere, you want to travel, you want to do something, maybe you want to have another child. Whatever it is, it's going to change because you're going to change. In 2018, financial corporations are going to change the way of thinking. The same way the financial corporations are not going to put up with crap no more, that's the same way that we as humans, we're not going to put up with other people using and abusing our own money. So if you work and you want to spend this $20, you are going to spend that $20. I don't care what your husband said or your wife said, because you deserve it. So with all that said, love and light, my dear Geminis. I see you in the next video. Remember, I'm changing the topic on my channel. You guys gonna have your specific channel. I already decided. I'm gonna be doing the same ways, but it's gonna be all for you. So when I do live, I'm going to be able to talk to you guys and do stuff with my English speakers. I don't know how many are going to follow me. I don't have as many compared to my Spanish speakers, but you know what? Spanish is very well known that we love tarot cards. So with all that said, my dear ones, love and light. I hope this reading resonates to some of you. And if it did, put the thumbs up, share my video, and I see you in the next video. Take care, and your love is coming next. Bye-bye. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and love and light.